Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my pleasure once again to welcome you to the most incredible show you have ever experienced.
Best show of all time.
Let's get straight to the point, motherfuckers. As of right now, as you can see, it is unfortunately only Jake and I. Don't know
Yep.
where Brandon is.
We are
Apparently-
holding the fort.
Apparently, he has sent a message to the group chat.
Yeah,
but
he
I-
fell asleep.
So after making a big stink about, I'd prefer it to be 8 that we start. He doesn't show up. Interesting. So Jake, big news happened for you this week.
Kind of, sorta.
Not kind of, sorta. Don't lie to the people.
Well, it's not.
No.
It's temporary for now. It's temporary for now, unless I do well. But that being said, I took a position as a freelance writer for a local newspaper, and I will be covering crime and politics. So that's pretty fucking dope.
There it is. There it is. And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself,
Yeah, there's Randall.
Braniel.
What's on the old headset here?
Welcome in. How are you, Bran?
Took a very much needed nap, so we living.
I see.
We living and thriving.
See, now I don't like this.
Brand, do you wear
Let's see.
Carhartt hats 'cause you do construction?
Yeah, I know. I just like to have that construction aesthetic, so people think I'm a big tough guy when they work for a t-shirt company and a gas station.
Brand, that's why I wear this. Brand, that's exactly
Yeah.
why I wear this John Deere sweatshirt.
Bro, Carhartt sweatshirt too.
I want them to be able to see you guys.
I
do
just
you do
rep
for
that
work?
fake construction.
I work in the crete business. I'm a concrete kind of guy. I'm a creator.
They call my nickname's Mason because I do so much masonry. You know.
Yep, you know me. You know the vibes. Like, well, sir, what is your profession? I lay pavement. Hey, I get it.
I have
Or
a
you could
hard
be like-
fucking job.
Brand, you should just start saying you work on the farm.
Yeah, dude, I work on the farm.
Tell people that you're a farm kind of guy. That would get you a lot of street cred. Because if we don't have farmers, we don't get to eat. So that's a very good lie to have.
Well, what do you grow on your farm? Oh, you know, alfalfa,
Chickens.
wheat, eggs. You need some eggs?
No. You gotta tell them that you raise chickens, because then they'd be like, oh, at least maybe I can buy some eggs from you. And you'd be like, well, you could, but I
Hey.
charge. These are special eggs. These are even
And here's
more
the
expensive.
thing. And here's the thing, right? I could get away with that because Macy's family actually has chickens and they lay eggs. So
Go rob
I-
some eggs from Macy.
Macy robbing eggs from you. She said,
You know
okay.
the vibes.
Hmm.
You're able to
I'll get you
turn
up.
Jacob. I'll move
I'll
my
just
mic
get-
close to my mouth.
I'll
Yeah,
just
I can try to turn Jake up,
Sandy and
yeah.
Craig
Well, to see, Ethan, is this any better with the mic closer to my mouth?
again. Ooh. Almost dropped all my dabs.
Turn me up, Quay.
My guy. I would have liked a pet chicken.
Dude, I went on a YouTube rabbit hole today of all of the Metro Boomin superhero mashups.
Mm-hmm.
There are some pretty good ones, but my favorite, personal bias aside, actually personal bias all the way in, there's one of Tiger Woods' shot at the Masters, a crazy chip in on a really tough green, and they play superhero during that, and oh my god, that's probably the best one. There's a lot though.
I saw one of Aaron Rodgers today. and
I've
I
seen
was
one of
gonna
Aaron
go to
Rodgers
group
too.
chat, but
The Cardinals
that's
one.
cool. I saw one against it was against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I saw the Cardinals one where he throws. We lost that game though, so it was cool. But like the Lions one would have been better.
Is that better, Ethan?
Drinking dope turned me to a superhero. you drinking dope, you can turn into a superhero. What's the deal?
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, Brand.
Oh, we've cheers plenty.
Do you guys see the new setup? The new overlay.
Oh yeah, the triangle of truth, I shall call it.
This is sort of what I'm trying to work on for us.
On
So we're
YouTube, I look
aware.
a bit too far left. That's all I have to say about that. Oh,
That better?
perfection. He got it. He fried it. Fry time. So I think while before we get into anything too major, I do want to preface this conversation with Bran, Zach, and I discussed playing Apex again. We also roped Joe. I roped Joe in that conversation last night as well. But if you guys don't have it downloaded, perhaps you download it tonight.
Yeah, I might download it tonight. No, I haven't
Alright, for
downloaded
sure.
it yet, but
Yeah, if you
I
want
might think about
cue
throwing it
that
on.
up. Because Joe said he would play if he were able to play quads. I'm not sure. I've never played Apex Quads in Royale. Is that a thing, Bren?
It's not a thing. That's what I was
Like, it's
telling you.
legit not.
It's legitimately not a thing.
Yeah.
That's
So we can
not.
play
That's also
trios.
not. That's also not what I said. What I said was, if we're going to play Apex, I can't do another arenas grind. Gotta be battle royale.
Yeah, that's what I said.
See, that's where we differ.
I see. I'm in the arenas.
I
camp
can do
too.
both. I can do both. I'm fine with doing both, but I can't just do arenas.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that.
I
Oopsie.
was gonna say Bran left. Anger. Oh,
Oh,
big head.
my-
Wackadoo! Wackadoo!
Just call me Big Head as my fucking introduction.
No,
like,
no, no, no.
Ron.
No, my head.
Oh.
No, my head got enlarged.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
stream. I went,
Oh.
big head, wackadoo, wackadoo. You guys see my YouTube search history today?
I did.
Wackadoodle beat.
I did. Yeah.
Dude, can you guys guess the results I got?
I'm sure you got some
I got a lot
wackadoodle
of
beats.
yeet. We had a lot of yeet type beats.
No, I got things about spine injuries. Yeah. Some kind of like spine
Wait,
injury. And
Wait,
like,
hold
yeah.
on.
See what you get.
Wacka doodle type beat.
No, wackadoodle beat. Just wackadoodle beat. No
Oh,
type.
Wackadoodle beat. Wackadoodle by Sanantac.
Oh, you're getting,
Microwave
like,
type
your
beat. Microwave type beat. Hold up.
Wait, what does that sound like?
Oh, it's literally just a fucking microwave.
Oh
For 2
my
minutes, For
god.
40 seconds. Oh wait, no, wait, it goes to an actual beat. Oh wait, hang on. Wait, hang on.
Nice.
Is it going
Looks
hard, Bran?
looks like it goes hard.
I imagine it would too as well.
Looks like it goes hard. Speaking of going hard,
Basic ass fucking like 808s with the beep beep beep. Just repeat it in the background.
My kind of beat.
it does kind of sound like you're kind of beat, Jake. I won't lie.
My kind of beat.
Sounds like maybe you should try to find it and sample it.
New diss track time.
Might
About
have to be.
microwaves.
I have to be.
I'm gonna make a hit 'em up style song about microwaves and gas stoves.
Can't have gas.
Why
stoves
gas
anymore.
stoves?
The Liberace's are trying to
Because-
take that from us.
Yeah, the Libby Dibbies are trying to take away our gas stoves, Joe.
Wait. Is this actually a thing? Is this real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
conservatives are angry
actual-
because we're trying to take gas stoves from them because they're bad for the environment.
Yeah, I've seen a meme or two, and I was like, this must be being talked about somewhere, but
Nope.
interesting.
At the same time, there's more important stuff to worry about in the environment than gas stoves. But I'm also.
So what's
thinking
the
of things
argument
get
to
over.
not use a gas stove?
Gas stoves release a lot of like carbon emission and shit, so it makes it really bad for
Also,
pollution
gas
and
in
et cetera,
general.
so- And you're
I
just wasting
see.
natural gas, yeah. So
See.
plus,
Wasting?
and plus not to mention how plus not to mention a lot of waste goes on if you're just burning it and just letting it sit without anything on it, you're wasting.
Well,
You're
why would
wasting
you
gas.
do that?
I don't know.
Poor
I never
family.
had a gas
That's a poor
stove,
family thing.
and I never had a gas stove. I've always
You
had
guys
electric.
have never been poor.
I've had plenty of gas stoves, but I've never
It's
had
a way to
needed
heat
to.
a house in a hurry.
Yeah, I've never needed to use it for that.
I've done this, and people in high school I knew who did this, like leaving your gas stove on.
That's
Oh,
terrifying to
sounds-
me.
Yeah.
No, the oven. You just leave the oven run for a bit. Like you just do a quick bake cycle, like you do the oven clean cycle.
Huh. Interesting. With the door open or shut?
Door shut, and then you do like vent it a little bit.
See.
Mhm.
So I guess since we're on the tinfoil hat subject, did you guys see my tweet today?
No.
Was it about Damar Hamlin?
Oh.
How everybody thinks that he's
Yeah.
a clone now, and that he actually died on the field, and they.
No. They don't think he's a clone. They think he's a body double. They think he's
Oh,
just
I've seen
like an
those.
actor,
Oh,
which
I've seen people
is-
say that like he's a clone.
which is why he apparently his. I saw people in the comments talking about him wearing a mask, even though he just like was unable to breathe on his own. I saw people talking about the fact that like, or talking about theories that the reason they waited so long and there was no like rush after like they got him in the ambulance and they were waiting for his mom was because he was actually already dead, and they were just like there was no rush. They couldn't do anything. I've seen people talk about, and this is where it gets really fucked up in my opinion. I've seen people talk about the fact that apparently his skin tone is lighter now, which I haven't seen anything about that. I haven't seen any footage to kind of confirm nor deny, but I can't imagine that that's true. You know.
Yeah. Not like he was when they last saw him. He was playing a cold football game.
And apparently, all of this would be
Ties back to.
would be in direct like protection, apparently, of the COVID vaccine and like
Oh, yeah.
the COVID narrative.
That's what they say. And I think it's funny because these same people are the least educated on the subject matter. They know the least about
Absolutely.
this information.
Yeah.
And then, but they hear things on the news, they read things online, they see other tweets and posts, and then they don't think about much. But when they do get thinking, they get stuck in a rabbit hole inside their own brains and come up with wild shit like that. And they think that if enough people subscribe to that same idea, they'll get some form of clout or recognition for thinking that. But it's hard to believe these people are like. Did you hope that people aren't that dumb?
It's interesting too. I actually got a reply to that tweet from @FirebossTom. A video from Kyle Brandt actually with Josh Allen on, and Kyle Brandt like explained the situation. He was like, "What would you like if you want to? If you don't feel like you want to, then by all means don't." He said, but what would you feel like your response would be to this situation of people like legitimately saying that like Damar Hamlin died on the field and this is not actually Damar Hamlin and there was a reason he was wearing a mask. There was a reason he was wearing like big bulky like clothes even though he was in a suite. And it was just all to hide like that it's not actually him, and he was like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like that is like I can't even. He basically said that's so stupid. Which I mean, of course, if it was true, like he would have to say that anyway. But
Well, people are trying to push a narrative. They want to push their agenda, and they're grasping at straws, just hoping that enough people are dumb like them. And unfortunately, people are just equally as dumb.
And you go under a lot of these people who are like you go to their profiles that are saying, okay, vaccine, Damar, whatever. You go to their page, every retweet is about like somebody like taking the vaccine
Yep.
and having fucking trembles or some shit. Like, fucking
All they're trying to do is justify their own decision.
Yeah, it's just people who have been like locked in an echo chamber, basically.
Yep.
And just
And that's
hearing
why, like,
the
you know,
same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
I think it's important that you got to hear both sides too.
Mhm.
And you make up your own mind. You can't be stuck in an echo chamber. Like, you know, I still follow my Republican friends, the ones who I have like major disagreements with. I still follow them. They retweet pretty idiotic shit, but you know, it's like at least you know what they're thinking and what they're saying.
Right.
At least you know what the opposition thinks, and you can justify your own beliefs of how dumb theirs are.
Yeah, I couldn't. To be honest, boys, when I saw it, I was literally like, I was trapped in the comments for like at least 10 minutes because I was like, wait,
That's an Alex Jones type beat.
I was like, this is like a real, like people are like people actually believe this. Like this is a real thought people are having. It's actually wild. It's and
The further south
Hey.
you go, the dumber people get.
here's the other thing. If it is true, if somehow that is the case, wild. Wild, wild, wild. But anywho,
Pretend that person's right.
yeah, you know, like, yeah.
And it just uncovers a bunch of NFL conspiracies. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of
AFL,
NFL
here we come.
conspiracies,
XFL season.
speaking of NFL conspiracies, can we talk about Trevor Lawrence potentially leaking the fact that the NFL is scripted?
I don't buy it.
put on your Joe. Shut the fuck up.
We need him. We need. I told you. I told you
Trevor
all.
Lawrence, you leaked everything, guys.
I told. I told you, chat. Bring your tinfoil hats because it's getting conspiracy theorist time in here.
You know what we should do? We should make up our own conspiracy theories and push our own agendas. Like, for example, I will go first. A conspiracy theory that I would subscribe to for the NFL this season is that Aaron Rodgers, the fact that he did ayahuasca
Cheers.
during the off season and decided to take time away from football, resulted in a lack of, I guess, personal drive and accountability. And I would say my conspiracy is that Aaron Rodgers' ego death was so severe that it made him a worse football player in terms of overall team cohesion, chemistry, and leadership. I feel like his brain was in a different place. I feel like he lost a little bit of edge and drive because you suffer from ego death. You know what happens. That would be my NFL conspiracy. Aaron Rodgers, the ayahuasca.
He just
didn't
forgot.
do bad
He
things
just
in his career.
he just forgot how to play football for a while.
How to be a competitor, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I mean, I have a guy, a co-manager at work, who was talking about.
Yeah. Do I believe that?
Um,
No. That would be my NFL conspiracy.
Right. He was talking about Adam Schefter and how he recently tweeted that like Aaron Rodgers would be open to a trade, and the manager was like actually upset about it, about like that Adam Schefter would even like think to tweet something like that because there's no like facts behind it, or like there's no like actual statement being made, and it's like, dude, he doesn't have a no trade clause. He's made it very apparent that if it's a rebuild of any kind, he's not a part of it.
He wants to reload.
Like, I would not be surprised if he was traded. But also, like, here's the thing. I saw today, Schefter again tweeted something that was saying Aaron Rodgers potentially, like, if he's gonna be traded, it's gonna be to an AFC team. Apparently, the Packers are going to like explore AFC options, and the four that I saw were the Jets, the Colts, the Texans, and I can't remember who the fourth one was.
Let
But-
it be the Broncos. Let it be the Broncos.
But all
Let-
four.
Let Russ fucking be our. Let Russ be our fucking.
Here's the thing.
rebuild quarterback.
Bring Russ back to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Here's the
Let him
thing,
retire
though.
here.
All four of those teams, none of them are in like win now mode. Maybe the Colts. The Colts are like the only team on that list that like I see as like win now mode. So is,
No.
I mean, what?
like having potential. Yeah.
Yeah, like to be a potential like contender immediately when Aaron comes like shows up. I just don't see those as being like viable options. What do you even like looking for Aaron at this point in the
Bare
trade?
minimum, a first is the like, yeah, that's primary. A first has to come our way. Next item would be
So
I
if
don't
it
know about
does
yeah.
a player does like a player
first.
if it's like a for example Broncos and Russ if it is the Broncos and they do send Russ
Straight up.
over, is that also like does that mean that we no longer get a first round pick, or are we
No, that
getting
should
Russ
mean
and a
that
first round?
that should mean that we get more because we have to have the burden of fucking Russell Wilson on our team.
Russ first, fifth.
I no. If we're getting Russ, I want Russ and like 3 fucking firsts. So I don't want to deal with that fucking dude. All right.
I also
I'd
saw
I'd
Poor
rather Aaron Rodgers.
Poor coaching on Denver.
Don't care. He's old and he's a fraud. I want if we're gonna get any quarterback out of those 4 teams, I want Zach Wilson.
no, I don't. I do not.
Yes.
Nope, sorry.
I want anything
No,
the Jets have to
wrong,
offer over Russell
wrong.
Wilson. Anything over fucking Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's
Joe.
a fraudulent quarterback, and no matter how bad coaching is, good quarterbacks should be able to get at
Joe.
least make bad coaching look decent.
Malik Willis, a first, a fifth for Aaron.
If I'm not playing Aaron next year, if I'm trading away Aaron, I'm playing Jordan Love. Or at the very least, bringing somebody in who is giving Jordan
Malik,
Love competition. Malik
Malik's
would
an
kind
athletic
of like
quarterback. That'd be fun.
Malik, I could see Zach Wilson for the same reason. You know, Zach Wilson would be a very similar kind of like mindset, but I don't know, like, from what we've heard recently and what I saw against the Eagles, like, I don't know that Zach Wilson gives Jordan Love as much competition as. Here's a question: Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Like that, I feel like that's a. I know it's NFC. I know it's like sort
And
of.
Trey Lance, give him Aaron.
I know it's sort of like rivals, like recently, like especially playoff rivals. But like, I'm sorry if that's an option, and Aaron is gone, and we're going rebuild mode, and we have the potential to bring in a Brock Purdy to see if Jordan Love can like outperform him. Then by all means, you know, like why wouldn't we do that? But the other thing is I don't really see us trading Aaron unless it's like the biggest of hauls. Like 2 first round picks, a player, and a couple like mid rounds.
They're open to the idea, but if they don't get a good enough offer, they won't take it.
That's the thing. Like I feel like open to the idea is more so like Aaron, we will like we'll send
take
you.
it, but if the deal's that good,
Yeah, we will send you, but like we would like to keep you. I feel like is the message they're trying to send. Is Aaron the
depends
right
on-
quarterback to like send that message to? That's another question. But
dude, all I'm saying is that we've got a lot of young pieces right now. Bring in a new quarterback. Let's all have them grow together.
that's kind of where I'm at
Keep
with it
LaFleur
too.
for now.
Like
Fire Joe Barry into the sun. Keep LaFleur. Figure out the rest.
I
I
saw a
don't think
lot of
LaFleur's a
people.
problem.
I saw a
We
lot of
haven't
people.
seen LaFleur coach yet.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. We haven't seen LaFleur like fully coaching. We've seen LaFleur like coaching with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, coaching. Yeah, with Aaron.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people talking about Vic Fangio coming, like trying to bring Vic Fangio in as defensive coordinator for the Packers.
I'd say yes.
Guy who has head coach experience, not great head coach experience, but head coach experience nonetheless. Like, has experience leading a team. Definitely a good defensive coordinator. You can't get a head coaching job unless you are a good coordinator of some kind. You know, I don't know. It's really interesting. It's really. Did you see? Speaking of, go ahead, Jake.
I think the Eagles have a good defense. I think they've had a good defense for years.
Is that where he is right now?
Yeah.
Tough sell. Then that's a tough sell.
So it's like, man, if they don't win, they're gonna bring him back. If they do win, maybe he's like, I'll go somewhere else. Hey, fuck it.
If they do win, I feel like he's looking more head coach than anything else. You know.
Well, no, he doesn't even have. He's not like he's a consultant. Essentially.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's like an assistant
Interesting.
to like the coaching
Okay.
staff.
Okay.
It's like in his shoes, like if they win, like they'll give him.
Yeah.
an option.
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever he wants,
Either
basically.
way, but is it comes down to what he wants to do? I
Yeah.
think the chances of him leaving are better if they win. Where he's okay, I did this. I'm gonna go
Yep.
pursue this somewhere else. I don't know how he thinks. I have no idea. But it would be coming if that was possible, dude. Man, I like the way that guy runs the defense. He's got fucking balls. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
He's got balls, and
Yeah.
he's an aggressive defensive like coach when he was coaching.
Yeah. Yeah.
You give that good players, he'll make sure that come out of it. It was never head coaching. There's no offensive like mind there.
Yeah.
But you understand.
Speaking of coordinators getting head coaching jobs, though, Kellen Moore was interviewed for the Panthers head coaching job, even after.
What's
That-
that job?
But also, who wants Kellen Moore after that fucking horrendous fucking play call at the end of that game? We're gonna line
Dude,
Zeke up. No.
I don't even give a shit about that. Like he's throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's so many other things you try to do in that situation besides putting Zeke in a
I agree, but it was
position
funny.
where, like, I'm sorry, but like in that situation, if you, me, or Brand time that right, we're all three of us are knocking Zeke down in that scenario. All three of us, and that's not a joke. Like, it sounds
He's the play
wild,
center.
but like, you know what I mean, like.
Dude, you gotta be so. You need to be so accustomed to snapping the ball.
Yes,
And like getting your
and getting
it's
up.
One hand go.
Yeah.
No. Snapping is weird. I used to be a center for like
Yeah,
20 years.
one. It's
So, the idea
opposite.
of
Yeah,
you're doing this, and then you have to wait for the quarterback to get the ball. You'll feel when the ball leaves the
Mhm.
ball sack area. So it's like one hand's up. You're already getting pushed one way. That right hand, that's why they have you do the jammer machine. If you're a lineman, Brandon, remember the jammer machine where you gotta like push it up like that? That's why they have you do that for like if you're an offensive lineman, run blocking, that initial pop.
yeah,
It's insanity. So for Zeke to be like, hey, we've tried this maybe like once or twice a month.
in
This is our
practice,
fucking-
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go in what arguably matters the most in our season and do that.
yeah,
And just fucking bulldozed.
yeah. I don't know what else they were expecting, to be honest. And the other thing is, like, I know
Hey,
it
boy, come
takes
up here.
I know it takes away a skill position player. I know it takes away a player who's able to catch the ball. But like,
Anybody wants to say hi.
just put your center in there. Just keep the center in there. Keep the guy who knows what he's doing in that situation to at least be able to block one person. You know? Like, I don't know. That just seemed like really, really poor game not like, I don't know, like play design even. Just not the smartest.
The cat agrees.
Cat is killing it since the steroids have come into his life.
He can't. He's like Brock Lesnar. Guy can't get enough. Never too many steroids for Dr. Pepper. He's like, yes, juice me more.
Oh my god.
Well, he gets
Um,
insanely hyper and then he crashes.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Oh yeah, good dog.
Who does basically the opposite? Who starts real slow and then
Seen a dog. Seen a dog.
gets
Seen a dog.
gets real hyper after? The fucking Cincinnati Bengals the last 2 years.
Going bonkers right now.
Dude, the fucking similarities from last season to
He
this
wrote
season
them off.
are eerily similar. And we
They
on
were
this
a
show
dungeon team for us.
wrote them yeah, we on this show wrote them off as
They're 0-4, right?
an odd team. Yeah, they sucked. And then they went on a little stretch and then they sucked again. And now they're going on another stretch. And Joe Burrow making a name for himself.
Dude, it's those three: Josh Allen, Mahomes, Burrow. Those are that'll be our next
Yep.
Manning, Favre, Brady, essentially.
Yep. Absolutely.
Or Aaron,
Yeah.
Brady, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
And they're so far ahead.
Yeah, we're at the start. Like they're already where
Do you include Lamar in those three? I don't.
I don't know.
Partially because he got hurt. Partially because he was hurt this past year. But those guys have made deep pushes, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard because Lamar, I say it all the time. Lamar is such a he's an incredible athlete. I just don't know if he's like a great quarterback.
If those
I-
three are A's, I give Lamar an A minus.
I don't think Lamar has longevity.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying too. Cam Newton style.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's like a lack of toughness or like his body's weak or even like his gameplay is like too aggressive. I just think I don't know. It's more like his style of game only works in the league for a set amount of time, and then people figure it out.
Yes. Yep.
You know, and then it's not that he's going to be injured all the time. I don't think. I think it's more so
But
that
he'll be doing it less.
yeah, he'll be doing it less, and I think that like the other problem
The arm
is.
talent will happen.
Yes, the arm talent is going to have to increase, and the other problem is when he is injured and when he does go out, whoever's behind him is going to shine because they're actually going to be able to use the system the way the system is supposed to work, and like defenses don't get to see that system work in its entirety all the time because Lamar is Lamar. It's kind of it's kind of the same reason, like it's kind of an issue with like Russ for a while. He was a runner first and then he figured out how to throw. Like I think we're seeing it with Kyler. Like
If we
Kyler,
trade Aaron, Lamar come here.
I don't know that I want that.
I would.
Cuz I don't know that puts us like honestly I'd rather just keep Aaron at that point.
Well, I would take Lamar over Aaron.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Future wise, that's I would do it. In a
The
RP.
contract though. Think of the contract, boys.
Same as Aaron's. Same as Aaron's.
No, it's not.
Lamar's not gonna get it anywhere. He's not gonna get that contract anywhere. He's just not going to.
That's how I feel. Unless the Texans, Brand, they've got the money.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the Ravens are going to figure it out, but
Pepper wants his steroids. He's saying steroid time. Please, I beg of you.
well, you better give him his steroids then. Otherwise, you know,
You guys can handle this.
no, we're going to suffer without you.
You sure? Leave my camera on. I'm gonna. Would you narrate me giving the cat steroids?
We can try.
Okay, Cat, it's steroid time.
Wait, why can't he just generate himself?
As you can see, we have snuck up upon Jake and his kitten in the wild apartment in Waukesha.
Keisha.
We cannot see them. Have not found them yet.
Come on, Marcus.
Oh, we
Here's
can
how you
hear
do this,
them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so loud. Holy fuck.
First they find it. you gotta restrain their arms. Next step, you gotta restrain their face. Now, they're not happy about it, but they need it. All right, kitty boy. No.
Oh, it goes in the mouth?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's how you give a cat steroids.
Weroids.
Chat, if you're just now tuning in and you're wondering, what the fuck did I just watch? That was Jake giving his cat medication, which in fact are steroids.
He loves them.
He says, more steroids, please. Mr. Olympia, here I come, he says.
Yeah, because they keep him alive.
Yep.
So,
Kitty boy.
Bills lost to Bengals.
Sure did.
Sad for the storyline. Great for the Bengals.
Here's another thing, man. You really think if the NFL was rigged, do you really think they would have let fucking
No,
Bills
no,
win?
100%. 100% the Bills would have won the Super Bowl. Nope.
Yeah.
Agree.
Oh.
Eagles beat Giants handily. I couldn't really
But we
see
can
that. What
barely
was
see
that?
you.
Yeah, this whole background thing that you got going on is really not working for you.
It ain't working.
Needs to happen though.
Hmm.
It's gotta stay on.
I see.
Yeah. Apparently
It's
got a
gotta stay
sleeping-
on.
Got a sleeping body.
Mm. Sleeping bodies.
Ugh.
That's the code for dead bodies,
Dude,
Jack.
Steph looks Brad, he looks terrible.
No, it looks awful.
What?
Chat, meet the new Steph Curry.
Yeah, you can show it. I can't show it on the live screen.
What's wrong with that?
Everything.
He looks silly.
He looks goofy, dude.
Hmm.
You want
Dude,
some
I really
NBA?
think my gonna frick around and pass the Dutch to the right hand side tweet deserves more recognition.
Pass to the right as opposed to the left?
Oh yeah.
Why not straight on?
Just-
I'm saying, why not?
Finders keepers, Liberace's. All right, boys, let's do predictions for this week.
Well, that's kind of where I was headed with it. The Eagles fucking destroyed the Giants.
Yeah, we couldn't do that though.
I didn't really. I had a lot more hope for the
I-
Giants.
I thought postseason Eagles would turn it on against them. They sure did. You give them 2 chances regular season to figure it out. Third time's a charm. They're going to crack the case.
Are we
So 49ers Eagles, that's tough for me. What do you guys think?
are we surprised by the 49ers though, making it past the Cowboys?
Dude, nothing has shook Brock Purdy yet. I don't think anything's going to. I wouldn't be shocked if they upset the Eagles, but obviously here I'm going to take the Eagles for that same reason. He could fall apart. If he doesn't, I'm not shocked whatsoever. But I think the Eagles are designed to beat teams like the 49ers.
But here's the thing. If you think about it, the 49ers are the more experienced team in this situation. Like,
Except for Brock Purdy, their quarterback, who's being thrust
But-
into the playoffs for the first time after being Mr. Irrelevant and being the last overall draft pick. They're so
Okay,
much more
okay.
experienced.
okay, but
Oh, yeah.
here's the thing. Jalen Hurts has never been to the playoffs before. Jalen Hurts his first season.
He's played a season before.
Jalen Hurts his first season was horrible, and people were telling the Eagles that they should trade him away and find somebody else. Like, it's not like these guys have had like the greatest of upcomings. Like these two are very
Sirianni,
very
early
similar.
Coach on the Eagles. Sirianni is an early coach on the Eagles. Within his first couple, you figure that they still haven't figured him out yet. Same thing as Sean McVay. McVay winning, they still had not figured him out. All those division playoff rounds, conference championships he went to, all because they couldn't figure him out. Sirianni's still in that stage where teams don't have the quite recipe to figure, because when you think they're gonna go pass, they go run. They've got a good running back room. They've got a great passing receiver room. The quarterback's able to either run the ball or pass the ball. They have a great defense, special teams, whatever.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
That's it. 49ers are in the
Fred
same stage
Warner,
where they have a great defense. It's the quarterback play. We're concerned about the quarterback play here. If
But-
Brock Purdy crumbles, there's an issue.
The 49ers are that team, I feel like, where you can know they're gonna run, doesn't matter. You know they're gonna pass, doesn't matter. They
Yeah.
whatever they do seems to work.
Yeah.
I
That's why it's all on Brock Purdy.
he-
That's
here's
what-
the other thing.
It's all on him.
Jimmy G is supposed to be supposedly potentially available for this as like a backup, like emergency
Let me give you a scenario.
option.
Let's say Brock Purdy plays like trash. Jimmy G comes in. Jimmy G wins the game. Is that instant Hall of Fame status for Jimmy G? Like, come on, come the fuck on, dude.
I don't know.
If he
I
gets-
don't know.
If he gets to a Super Bowl after being hurt and then ultimately not ready to play, they're still riding with Brock Purdy, even though you were available or ready to be available. You come in, come back from a deficit, and make this. And then, no, I'll put it this way: if Jimmy G comes back in and wins a Super Bowl, that's a Hall of Famer in my book.
Yeah. Because at that point, you've made it to a Super Bowl. You've won your second Super Bowl. Like,
the narrative, it's the storyline.
Yeah,
That's the
the
best part.
storyline and just the fact that all he does is win. You know, it would just for
Guy bucks
Are you giving
superstars,
Nick
wins-
Foles giving Nick Foles the Super Bowl?
no, because
Oh,
what has he
man.
done? What has he done
regular
since?
season, yeah, besides that, and prior to,
Yeah.
besides win a few regular season games.
He came in into a real. I think he came into a really good situation.
I guess I'm just not big
Doug
on Jimmy G
Peterson?
like that.
Was that Doug Peterson head coach, Joe?
Doug Peterson. Yeah.
So Doug Peterson has a ring. My memory always forgets who was the coach. It's Doug.
Yeah,
Peterson has
yeah.
a ring.
Doug Peterson has a ring, and he's a good head coach if you look at the Jaguars. But if you're asking me who I think's gonna win,
Night and day difference.
yeah, yep, for the Jaguars.
Night and day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's
crazy what a
funny how
good
giving your
NFL
players
coach.
confidence-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
it's crazy what an actual NFL coach does for your team. Brand's like, I'm so confused. These guys are jumping around everywhere. But yeah, no, if you're asking me who I think is going to win the game, I'm really torn because my heart wants to say the 49ers because I would love for Brock Purdy to somehow, some way, like take
In the
him
same boat
to
I
the
am.
promised land. But I don't know. I think the Eagles are
They're a machine. A
it's
well-oiled
it's
machine.
tough. It's tough. Yeah, the way they looked
Games
against the
made.
Giants. If they would have come, here's the thing: if they would have come out and been a little shaky against the Giants after the bye week and not looked as good as they did, then maybe I'm saying something different. But like they did not miss a beat against the Giants, and I think the
Uber
Eagles are
Brand
gonna
picks
win.
would be the ultimate.
It's
I
going
think
to
Uber
be
picks.
the Super Bowl is going to be the Bengals and the Eagles.
That'd be sick. I would love that. They're so close
Bengals,
too.
Eagles. Yeah.
If the Bengals win this
proximity-wise?
game, which I would not be surprised by,
Holy shit, dude.
they will be 4-0 with Joe Burrow against a Patrick Mahomes led Chiefs team, which is
wild.
insanity because nobody beats them. Not in the playoffs. Like
No.
nobody really
But
beats them.
Andy Reid, coach. Andy Reid is my
But-
go-top coaches.
Yeah,
Joey Burr, man, is the kryptonite
Joe Burr.
of Patrick Mahomes.
Ladies love him.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be Eagles Bengals, and I couldn't be any more excited.
So here's a question for you: if the Bengals do win, does that hurt Patrick Mahomes's like?
Dude, he's got a six
Like-
year now after next year's your contract. He's got time. He's young.
I mean, here's the
Hasn't
thing,
hit
right?
30 yet. He's young.
Well, and the thing is, if we're calling Aaron Rodgers a legend. It, we would have to call Pat Mahomes the same because he's
One ring,
basically
dominant
putting
regular season.
up- and then
Brand,
yeah.
that's my exact point, Brand. You fucking get it, Brand.
But so here's a point I would say to kind of like counter argue that Aaron did it for 17 seasons consistently, and Patrick Mahomes has done it for 5 or 6 so far. So like, let's pump the brakes a little bit there. Like, he definitely still has some time to kind of show that there's there's not going to be like early regression. But
We never said that. It's just the way his career path is going. Just is very similar to that of Aaron Rodgers, especially there early on. When one ring, and then you're just successful, but you never capitalize to do a whole lot. You know, where aren't
Might
able to
I
win the big
argue?
stage again.
so here's a question before you
Libby's?
before you argue anything, here's a question. Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes teams very different makeups. Patrick Mahomes has an incredible team around him, whereas Aaron Rodgers has not had like the caliber of teams that Patrick Mahomes has had. Is that going to change
Um,
anything?
Don't debate, because Mahomes has already done so much more than Aaron did in his first 5 years. Mahomes has already done so much more at a younger age. This is a dumb argument.
And I would argue that that Aaron Rodgers early on had a very similar team makeup to Pat Mahomes early on. Cheers.
I think the Packers always had better running backs than the Chiefs, though. Amon Green at first. You had Eddie Lacy, Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon. I feel we've always had better running backs. I think Aaron had a year of Sam Gatto. Did he?
I don't know who the fuck that even is.
I think you just named out some random Italian person.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
look
that
at-
guy doesn't
look-
exist.
Brad, can you look up Sam Gatto Packers years?
My guy, what? How can I look up a name that I know how to spell?
I'll spell it for you.
SAMKON GADO.
Yeah, I would say that was a pretty easy one to
Wait,
just sound out.
KON.
GADO.
Sam Gatto. I know he played with Brett Favre.
GAGO.
GADO. D as in dog.
Oh, it's SAMKON GADO. Fun
Correct.
fact.
Yep.
That's what we said.
That's what we said.
Never mind.
What years was he?
He's it doesn't say.
Okay, I will look myself.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
No,
2005,
Brand. No
2010.
seconds.
What year, Brand?
2005, 2010. He was on the Packers from 2005, 2006.
So we had one Aaron year, then, correct?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Bran. It's not
Nope.
Sam Gatto. It's Sam
See,
Con
see?
Gatto.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
see what you're saying. Now I understand. The shade that you threw at us when we said that's what we said is now appreciated and understood.
I knew how
I
it
s-
spelled. I knew there was no space. It's pronounced Samcon.
Yeah, but
You guys just ain't been watching the Packers long enough. You young fans, you whippersnappers, I've been watching the Packers out of the womb when I was conceived. as a natural
this
fan.
guy
When I
is he's a Nigerian American.
He's the man, is what he is. Sam
He
Gatto
was
a dog.
he was
Sam Gatto was a dog.
still, even the way that you're saying it, Jake, is like Sam Congado. It's like Con
Sam
is
Con.
part of his last name. That's the way that's not how you're saying it though. You're not saying Sam Con. You're saying Sam
Yeah.
Congado.
Yeah.
There's
thank
this
you.
there's a
Thank you.
no. There's a pause between Sam and Con when you say Sam his
You
full
guys
name.
Just don't feel the same about Sam Gatto like how I feel about Sam Gatto, and I feel bad for you guys.
Because we don't know this dude until today.
Well, how could you forget a player who's had 268 rushing attempts and 11 career touchdowns over the course of 6 seasons? How could you
Because,
guys forget?
Because I was
running
born
back
in
that
19.
magnitude.
I was
Because
born in
that's-
1997, and this happened in 2005.
Born in 96, you nitwit. We're a year apart.
I don't care. I don't have the memory, so I don't remember. And
Here's-
obviously, I don't remember because I don't know the dude's name.
Here's a
I
question.
was raised on breast milk and Sam Congato.
And, explain
Again,
that, you
again,
bitches.
Again, there's a pause in the wrong spot. But
Get him, Joe.
but here's the other thing. Jamal Williams had 11 touchdowns this season. Why the fuck would I remember somebody who had 11 touchdowns in 8?
Because you're not a real fan. That's all it comes down to.
No, I just don't remember irrelevant players.
Oh, remind me how many games Joe watched this.
All of them.
That's Rocky Rococo?
Yes, I pull them up on my phone. I really shouldn't, but I do.
I recall myself watching every game.
I also recall you. No, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
Of the season, a vast majority was held before the month of December.
Not gonna go
But
there.
we don't have
Was
9 to 5.
employed.
But we don't have 9 to 5 jobs and don't have off on weekends automatically.
Sounds like a personal problem.
We are employed that entire time.
Brand is gonna go there.
I had to. It's free open to.
Allow me to rip my inhaler before I say the next
Hey, it doesn't matter now. He has a job now, so we can make jokes about it. He has a job now.
True. True. And it's a job that makes it even easier for him to watch football, which is wild.
Nah, dude. I hate my
I'll
life.
retract my statement. You got lucky, Branathan.
Say it. Say it.
Yeah, say it. Come on. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Come on, pussy. Say it.
Say it, nerd.
You see this room?
No,
At least I don't live and work with my parents.
I do.
Damn.
I
Damn.
do.
He
ripe
got you.
age.
He got
It's a
you.
ripe
But
age.
here's what I have to say. You see this room?
Making pizza's a lot better.
None of you guys have what I have, and that is an entire basement.
Joe has the worst job and is doing significantly better.
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why, boys? Do you want to know why?
Scam, Joe.
Because the government helps you, you bitch.
Because I have a fiance. I have a fiance who pays for half of everything. It's a scam for her.
Hey Siri, play Gold Digger by Kanye West.
Hey, Alexa, call the FBI.
She's stealing my money.
Imagine your phone actually starts calling the FBI, Jake.
Now dialing Federal Bureau of Investigation. You're so fricked.
Siri says that as she's dialing. You're so
Now, boys.
fricked. Here's a real question.
Fortnite is the question.
I was gonna say Warzone because Brand's actually been playing that with us lately.
Cat says Fortnite. Bum 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 bum.
Hey,
bum.
Brand, here's another question. Did you download the Game Driver update from last night?
Kitty boy.
She's stealing my money.
Who's a good kitty boy?
Not a chance.
Who's a good little man?
Let me tell you that for a damn fact. I did not download any Game Driver.
Because
Cat,
I
say hi to
did.
chat, Cat. Say hello, kitty boy. Who's the best cat of all time?
Sure shit. There it is.
Look, cat. Cat, look, you. Cat,
For
look,
a fucking
you.
Marvel game and Hitman 3.
Hello.
Fuck yeah, dude. But you know your shit's gonna run fucking whack if you don't download that.
Yeah, I know.
Wackadoo beat. Wackadoo beat.
I'll play some Warzone. Let's see where
See? There it is.
Should we get Zach on and play quads? That's a good quad group. I doubt he's in chat, so just say yes or no.
Joe's just giving a
Joe?
look though.
You gotta say yes or no, Joe?
Don't care.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do it then.
I'll show him all of us.
Well, where are you? Ah, you're fucked. We're gonna play without you then. Bye.
You're fucked. You at the bar or what?
Boot up, gentlemen. No, he's grocery shopping.
I'm confused by the you're fucked then.
He doesn't get to play.
Oh, now I understand.
Why is he
Oh.
not home at all times?
Well, yes, that
Cat.
I'll be honest, that's how it feels sometimes when I get messages from you, Jake.
Why are you not giving me attention? That must mean an act of war.
Whack. Well, boys, I'm
They
gonna
made
leave.
the A&W bear wear pants.
And does
It used to be just going hog out.
the I don't
They
know
put out
why.
a tweet.
I don't know why. I'm just imagining the A&W bear as like a mascot with like an actual hog attached and like just hanging and flopping around before, and now it's like actually covered.
Guys, it's disrespectful that you comment on pre-today A&W root bear. He used to go full dong out. You think the kids, was it a good influence for the kids, Joe? Today, life for the A&W bear has been rectified. Now, he wears pants. And he apologized for not wearing pants before.
I just heard the weirdest noise.
The A&W bear, he's coming. He knows you're wearing pants.
Joe's getting
Joe Rogan
swatted.
Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. I'm your host, Joe Rogan. Now, have you ever had elk meat before?
No.
You like DMT? How about
No.
mixed martial arts?
Yes.
We've got one of the three things to talk about today, brother. Let's talk.
Joe, did you figure out what the tone was?
Not at all.
It was an
Hoping,
alien
just hoping it doesn't happen again.
Can you replicate the sound?
Joe, I have news for you. You're being invaded by the smoke monster from the series Lost.
You're being invaded by the thing in Bird Box.
Booted.
I'm
Mine
waiting
was
for a
being
game
really
driver to
weird.
install. Waiting for my game driver to install.
Veterans
Hmm.
crib.
It's being very
Going
weird.
down.
Suited and booted.
Meet me at the mall.
Oh no, it's doing that thing again.
What thing?
It's not.
I'll let you fools figure it out.
Come on. Come on. Please load. Please, dear God, load. I hear my computer doing things.
Boo. Boo.
What?
Boo.
Ooh.
Boo.
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 Boo, Joe.
Boo,
Boo.
Joe.
What?
Boo. Boo.
Boo, Joe. Boo. My
Boo.
game doesn't work. Boo.
It's literally not loading.
Boo.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Boo. Me, I'm so fly.
You know why
Mm.
Joe likes Halloween so much? Because there's plenty of booze. Boo!
Ooh.
Boo!
Ooh.
I'll be right.
I'm in BattleNet right now, and it says playing now, but I'm certainly not playing now.
And then play now. It's not that hard, Joe. Play now.
But it kind of is.
I'm so fly. I'm so cool. I'm having withdrawals and I got a headache like a tool.
So the problem was fixed last time by restarting my PC. But if I do that, stream goes bye-bye.
Can you not do Control Alt Delete, bring up that good old task manager and see if it's potentially running in the background?
It's not. I know this because last time this happened, I uninstalled and reinstalled, and it still did it. And then I just restarted my computer and it worked.
Tough.
Yeah, big time tough. Well, shit. I don't know what to do here. I think I'm gonna have to restart my PC, Brain.
RIP.
Chat, if you're here and you can hear me, which if you are here, you should be able to hear me, I will return. Do not go anywhere except for the new stream. Yep, I'm gonna have to do it.